That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. There we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so excited to have you here this afternoon for our power lunch. I know you all are going to be joining from all around the country. I know that it's hard for some of you because you're working a full-time job to get the time to set aside to come for lunch. But I see the heart already. I know you all are in here and more are coming. What I'm going to ask you to do is as you join the live, hey, Keisha, how are you? Happy Wednesday. As you join the live, if you could tell us what city, what state, what country, what universe you're calling from, because we're reaching out all over the world. If I look like I am super excited, it's because I am. Y'all know it don't take much to excite me, but today my heart is beating out of my chest. I don't have a lot of time to play with y'all today because I have some guests in the waiting room today that have some information that is going to change the trajectory of your life, your business. I don't know what else to say. I'm just super duper duper excited this afternoon. So again, we're going to give you a few minutes to take a moment to share this live to your page. Maybe invite a few friends. Hello, Coach Lakeisha. How are you, Sis Star? Invite a few of your friends, somebody who you love, somebody who you like, somebody who you know, somebody who you trust, somebody who you want to see make a huge come up, because after they see this information today, they're about to have the hugest come up that they've had in 2024. So let's jump right into this morning. We know most of you will be watching on the replay because you could not adjust your schedule to get here on your lunch. And I apologize. Maybe somewhere down the road, you'll be free enough where you can do what you want, when you want, how you want it. But for now, we're okay with you joining us on the replay. And as a matter of fact, if you are joining us on the replay, just type replay in the comments so we know that you're joining us on the replay. So without further ado, let me take a moment just to introduce myself. I am your host for today on the Power Lunch, and I am your host always on the Power Lunch. My name is Dory on Purpose. You all know I just revived her, and she is ready to make things happen. That's right. My name is Dory on Ray. In these streets, how you doing, Miss Possible? That's the millionaire me mom. In these streets, they call me Dory on Purpose because guess what? I help to transform minds, bodies, and bank accounts. That's what I do. I am a girl named Chosen, but today it is not about me. It is not about me today because I have two guests in the waiting room who are about to put it down. Now, I'm going to introduce my first guest, and after I give her introduction, I'm going to ask her to turn on her camera after I give her introduction, and after I give her props. Let me tell you something about this first young lady. Her name is Miss Cynthia Craig. She hails out of the Long Island, New York area. Cynthia Craig and I have been friends for, I don't know, 20 years, 25, I'm guessing. She was one of my first running partners in network marketing. I'm telling you something, baby, when you run with Cynthia Craig, you're running with the best, okay? You're running with the best, okay? Cynthia has now she's going to correct me because hello, Elaine. Cynthia has over 20 plus years in the financial industry as a real estate broker. She has every license you can imagine. C Series 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 27. I don't know it because I'm just a girl from the hood who's trying to do good. But one thing I'm going to tell you about her, when she steps on the stage, she's polished. She's a pleasure. One time they explained her as being sweet, but I don't know. I know a little something that you don't know. So Miss Cynthia Craig, can you bring yourself to the stage so the people can get a look at Miss Cynthia Craig? She loves helping people. Let me tell you something. But when it's time to have some fun, Miss Cynthia Craig knows how to have fun. What's up, girlfriend?
What's up, girl?
You are amazing. My God. Boy, the stories we could tell. The stories we trying to get nobody in trouble. You understand what I'm saying? But we go way back, like afros and Cracker Jacks, baby. I know Miss Craig, and I know when she comes to the stage, as much fun as we have, she is a wealth of knowledge. She is a professional woman who has done extremely well in her field and has done extremely well in the network marketing industry. And then I need y'all to stand on your feet, because both of us have a mentor who we have been mentored by for the past, Aaliyah is 29, my youngest. So maybe Aaliyah was 3. So I'll say about 25 years. Now, this young lady, when she walks into the room, everybody freezes. I don't care what room she walks into, because she has an energy about her that just says, I'm the boss with the hot sauce. She is the number one. Well, I don't know who is, but in my opinion, she is the number one network marketer in the world. I have never learned from a better, more polished, more knowledgeable young lady than her. She has all the facts. When I tell you she does her homework, she does her homework. She loves helping people. I could write a book just on what she's done for me. And Cynthia, I'm sure you could write another volume on what she's done for you.
Absolutely.
She has a heart of gold, okay? But here's what I know. She loves helping people, but she loves to have fun. Like when you get in the room, she will light up the room. Unless it's like a New York Giants, something, whatever. I don't know. That's when she gets a little funny acting, right? She hails not from New York City, because if you say that, she gets a little upset. She hails from Brooklyn, New York. By the way, she's a Delaware resident and has been for many years, but she will not let go of the fact that she is do they call them Brooklynites?
Brooklynites, that's right, they do.
Brooklynite. She is probably one of the most endearing people I've ever met. One of the most well-rounded individuals. She is absolutely wealthy. She has earned millions and millions and millions of dollars in the network of marketing industry. So that I don't sound like somebody who's just ready to kiss all over her. Why don't we bring Mrs. Valencia Palmfield to the stage? If you can turn on the mic and your camera and join us on the stage. Now, I don't know how technical she is, but we're going to help her out. See?
Don't throw her under the bus. She got it. She can do it.
She's here. Let me see something. I just added there.
Look at her.
There she is.
You are right. First of all, hello to everybody. Thank you for the introduction. But I got to tell you, I am technically challenged. I was trying to do this on a laptop, but I'm going to go for it and do it on my phone. And I am just excited to be here. Miss Dory Ray, you already know how I feel about you, Miss Cynthia Craig. This is like girlfriend sitting in a living room.
I love it. This is awesome.
I just appreciate the opportunity.
We really have to talk business. We could just sit here and grin at each other all day. But that's
honestly, the love is real. The love is real.
We all are excited because it's been a long time since the three of us have been together. Yeah. Cynthia and Valencia have been running together for many years. You know, I am the prodigal child. I am the one who decided to go and leave the nest and go see if I can find my riches, right? But then I came back home, baby.
And you know what? And we're having a feast for you, just like they did for the prodigal son. We're glad to welcome you back. And more importantly, you came back with knowledge that every one of us needs. So kudos to you. We're glad to be in business with you.
Literally.
I am a big proponent of the collaborative brain. One person doesn't have it all. And so we're all going to be doing better because we've come together.
Yep.
As a rhyme. I didn't mean to be a poet, but it sounded good.
It sounded amazing. Miss Pompa, I want to just give you a shout out from the comments. We have Keisha Trowell that says all of us could write a book about Miss Palmfield. We have Aretha Johnson that's saying hello to Miss Palmfield. I mean, she's known, she's helped so many people in the industry. But let's get into this conversation because it's an important conversation. Most of you know, if you've been watching my page lately, I have been going just bonkers about this whole industry and this whole concept of digital marketing. I am so blessed that I have been introduced to a Cynthia, I'm gonna turn you off for 1 second. If you all will turn off your cameras for 1 second. I have been introduced to an industry, and my camera's off. That I have been introduced to an industry where not only have I had the opportunity to earn some money, which I needed, like I needed air, but the skill sets that I'm learning are changing my life. What I have learned over the past several months as I get to know digital marketing is that it is not just a business. These are skill sets that everyone is going to need as they progress into 2025 and beyond. All of the top industry leaders are saying that content creation will become the new 9 to 5. Okay, ladies, you can come back on. I'm just testing some things, so just work with me. Content creation will become the new 9 to 5. Now, many of you know that my background, prior to me going ghost the last time, is in network marketing. I am a proud network marketer. I have been a network marketer for many, many, many years, over 25 years. And when I came back out, because I was a little different after I finished taking care of my father, I made a vow that I would never do network marketing again. I said it. I meant it. I'm here to represent it. I said it. I said it because of my lack of understanding. Sometimes we make comments and statements when we are not fully aware of where we're headed. But thanks be to God that I'm not a person who is so rigid that I stick to one thing, because when I see something that makes sense, I have enough sense to move in the right direction. So my focus still is on digital marketing. But I brought these two young ladies here today because they had the wherewithal to understand that they too, even with all of their success, needed to incorporate digital marketing in their company. They both represent a company called Love Biome, where they are doing some state-of-the-art health initiatives as we get closer and closer to understanding how the gut microbiome affects every single area of your life. And after having conversations with them for days and days and days, after trying some of their products, some of you may get some information from me that's going to shock the heck out of you, because I know something that's important when I see it. I'm going to leave it there for now because, we'll get to that later. But what we want to talk about today is Mrs. Ponfield, Miss Cynthia Craig. Why did you decide that despite all of the success that you're having in the network marketing industry, just to let you know, it's public knowledge, in less than 2 years, Mrs. Ponfield earned over $750,000 in the company, and Miss Cynthia Craig is consistently on the leaderboard, earning thousands and thousands of dollars as well. They have traveled to Europe. Where you been? You've been to London. You've been to, tell me some of the places you've been in the last 30 days. I mean, forget about 6 months. Like every time, I was so jealous, by the way. I'm looking at them getting on the plane again. Where they going now? You know what I mean? Like, I don't care where they going, but we're going to talk about that later off camera. So where have you been just in the last 6 months getting this message about gut microbiome out to the masses?
Well, all over the country, obviously. It's a worldwide message. But in addition to talking to people just here, we've been to Europe. I just canceled the trip to Mexico because of some things that were going on. But then on a social level, we've been to Dubai, we've been to Greece, we've been to Turkey. We're talking about 2 years. Now, I don't want to, this is not to stand on a pedestal. I want to talk about the industry. Dory said that my income is 750,000. That's the club. That's not the income.
Okay.
It could be significantly more than that. But in either case, in this industry, I've become a multi-millionaire. And I don't say that to brag. I'm a girl from Brooklyn who grew up in the projects. You know what it speaks to? It speaks to the industry. Anybody can do it, as long as you have the skill set to be able to do what we do. So yeah, we are world travelers. We just got off a call knowing that we're getting ready to go to Seattle. And from Seattle, we're going to Alaska on a cruise. And when I say we've been places, we've gone in luxury. We don't just go, and then, sleep in a tent somewhere. We're at the highest level of hotels, all because the company values what we do.
Awesome.
Cynthia may want to add.
Awesome. Well, Cynthia, would you add as well whatever you need to add? And then I want you all to tell us why you decided, when you saw the digital marketing, in particular the digital growth platform, why did you decide to invest? Both of them came in as legacy builders, which I wouldn't expect any less. Why did you decide for your team and for yourself that this was something that you had to do?
So really quickly, I'll add the rewards are life changing for doing what we do. The message that we share is worthy. I like to say it's a worthy message that it's needed by every single human anywhere and everywhere around the globe. So the fact that we're rewarded so well for helping people enhance their lives is just mind blowing. And just as Mrs. Pomfil mentioned, at the highest levels, I always say they treat us like queens and kings for doing, what we naturally do as humans. We share to enhance everyone's life. So when it comes to the digital marketing, timing is everything. We were looking, and I feel comfortable saying we were in so many conversations, myself and Mrs. Pomfil was like, how do we do this? How do we help more people? How do we, yes, we have the old school, old fashioned network marketing, make a list, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to say again, nothing wrong with that. But as technology has grown, as AI, as everything has moved, we got to move with the cheese. And digital marketing is where it's at. How do we reach more people? There will always be more people that we don't know than we do. How do we get to those individuals? Obviously through the internet, obviously through making a message so attractive that you don't have to worry about who you're going after. They're calling you, and you got to figure out your time to get back to them. That's where we want more people to be, and that's what digital marketing does.
Well, I couldn't have said it any better, Miss Cynthia Craig. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to steal that line somewhere down the road. I'll be stealing that. Miss Pomfil, would you like to add anything to what Cynthia just said?
I don't have to, but I just tell you how I felt. I have already invested thousands of dollars because I knew, like Cynthia, I knew that you have to move when things are moving. And some of them, you have to know that you're with the company that is going to give you the information that you're looking for. I am a network marketing professional. I'm not a person who is just here and becomes, stuck in mud and unstable. If the hierarchy didn't say do it this way, I don't do it. I recognize, like Cynthia, that there's far more people who need what we have than I know. And I've also heard this. I mean, anybody who's been in the industry, you've talked to someone who said, I talked to everybody that I knew. And we don't have the answer for those people, and they give up, and it gives our industry a bad name. So I was looking for something that could help the people who perhaps, maybe through their lifestyle, maybe, they don't have the influence or the following. How do they get involved in the business? And I found out that digital marketing is the way to go. So anybody who's listening who says, oh my goodness, they left MLM and they went to digital marketing. No, we were smart enough to get the skill, because network marketing is all about skills. A person who's building a house who still wants to use a hammer and a nail when a drill exists, why? Mm-hmm. You got to learn how to use the tools that are available to you. There's so many things that you can do. You can use whatever the thing is that digs up the dirt, the machine, the forklift, or you can get out there with the shovel. Either one, but one's going to get you there faster, and one is more effective. And that's what I feel about digital marketing.
Mrs. Pomfil, I just have to take a moment to acknowledge someone who just joined the live. I wish I had her here up on the stage. Mrs. Robin Slade almost says, hey there. That's my big sister who I'll tell y'all one day how she bought me sweet potatoes when I was 6. She couldn't think of anything else to do. So she just went and bought me a whole bunch of sweet potatoes. But Robin, I see you. And I am so excited to see you here. I really feel like I'm having a family reunion. And I feel, she says, Robin says, we have to move with the cheese. Mm-hmm. And in case you don't know, Mrs. Pomfil is the CEO of what's called the Making a Difference team. But Mrs. Slade Omo is her big sister. So really, it comes down from the top. From Mrs. Slade Omo. So we're so happy to see you here, and so happy that we have more friends in the house. We're gonna get to some stuff here. Miss Bly. Oh, I could tell the story. Remember I cried all over her when she was trying to help me? I love you for that. But here, let's get into some information here. I agree with both of you ladies. You ladies have hit the nail on the head. We can really sum this up or in one word, in 3 words, 4 words, move with the cheese. I love the analogies you used, Mrs. Pompfield, how you talked about you can use a shovel or you can use an excavator. You can use a hammer and nail, or you can use a drill. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you, I'm going to be putting some blinds up in my bedroom, and I was trying to screw in the screw, and it was just too hard. I could have sat there for 30 minutes and screwing the screw, but what did I do? I went to Tracy's house. Everybody knows that's my sister, and I got her electric drill because I refuse to do something that is hard when I know there's a better way and an easier way and a more effective way. How about that? I want to let you guys know that I was up till, and Mrs. Pompfield and Miss Craig, you don't know this, but I think I found it. I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning looking at what we were talking about in terms of how do we, because guess what? We're pioneers as well. There's not many network marketing companies who have even figured out how to access this whole area of digital marketing. And we're determined we're going to find it. And if you know anything about this group of ladies, about this Making a Difference team, that when we say we're going to do something, y'all like how I'm saying we? Do y'all like that?
Love it. It's done.
When we say we're doing something, we're going to find a way to make it happen. We don't make excuses. We were taught by Mrs. Pompfield that leaders don't make excuses. They make adjustments. So we are making the necessary adjustment to do what we have to do to stay ahead of our industry. So more importantly, or most importantly, we can get this important message of the gut microbiome out to the entire world most effective way that we can, so that people are sick today, guys. People are sicker than we think. You know, people are dealing with, myself, I'm dealing with issues that people don't even know about because I don't talk about it. There are so many people sitting right next to you at your job, sitting right next to you in church, sitting next to you at the dinner table who are sick, dealing with issues that if they only knew about the products that we have on the market, they would be able to move forward more comfortably in their life. So I'm going to leave a minute at the end for that. I don't know what time it is because I'm not watching the time. What time is it?
12:22.
12:22. Are we in good shape? I just want to share a few things with you all. If you are new to this live and you don't know what we're talking about, like what is digital marketing? Why are they talking about that? I want to make sure you all know it's not that deep. Digital marketing is simply using the use of digital channels to market products and services in order to reach consumers. That's it. That's it. The program, people over the years, people have made it so deep. Like, it's so deep. It's only for the people who are technically advanced. It's only for the blue check people. It's only for influencers. That is a myth that we must dispel. If you are a person who wants to move a product, you must use digital marketing. Now, in terms of our community is so effective because what we do, although we are a business and you will have an opportunity to earn a lot of money, we simply use the e-learning platform to teach you digital marketing, which means e-learning is simply learning conducted via electronic media, typically on the internet. Successful e-learning depends on self-motivation of individuals to learn effectively. I'm going to share you a quick story. My good girlfriend, her name is Sydney Boone. I hope she sees this on the replay. She just graduated with her nursing degree in midwifery. Now, for those of you who know that is, I don't want to have anything to do with her because she's helping people have babies. We don't even want to talk about that. But here's the deal. There are more colleges, more universities, children are homeschooling, and the pandemic has just taken this to a whole nother level. Okay, that has just taken us to a whole nother level where people no longer have to go to a brick and mortar facility to learn, to earn, or to get advanced degrees because of e-learning. Our community is called the digital marketing community. Okay, I'm sorry, the digital growth community. We have 4 e-learning platforms from which you can choose to decide how much you want to learn in the digital marketing industry. Here's what I'm going to say to you, and I say this very, I'm saying this as humbly as I can. You will come now or you will come later. Just like you didn't escape the microwave, you did not escape the ATM machine, you did not escape the internet, you did not escape the cell phone, you will not be able to escape digital marketing. And if you are a parent, it is your responsibility to teach your children that this is the deal going forward, okay? So we have 4, oh, that's right, my girl, Coach Lakeisha, earned her BSN RN through digital marketing. It's so crazy. She learned it at home, and then my girl Sid flew to Kentucky for her graduation. She lives in Philly, and it was a beautiful graduation. I attended her graduation online. Okay, so here are the 4 platforms that we offer. These are 4 different programs. We have the Launchpad, which is our $100 program. We have our passive daily blueprint, which is our $300 program. We have our digital mastery program, which is our $600 program. And we have our legacy builder program, which is the highest selling program that we have, which is our $900 program. Now, one thing about digital marketing that is different from network marketing, and the reason why I ain't never going back, whatever, but before I knew you can do both, because we learned that again in the MAD team, that rich people, wealthy people rather, don't say either or, they say both. If you haven't heard that, read a book by a guy named T. Harv Eker called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, okay? It's a very important book that you have in your armor. Now, if I wanted to explain these 4 programs, I would compare them to an associate, a bachelor's, a master's, and a PhD. Just like you pay less for an associate, you will pay less for Launchpad than you will for legacy builders, but you'll get that level of information. But here's what makes digital marketing so wonderful. Whichever program you decide to purchase, you get the master resale rights to that program, along with every program that is of lesser value. So if I buy, for example, the digital mastery for $600, I will be able to sell that one, passive daily blueprint and Launchpad, as many times as I want. I decided, because I like to go to the top, I wanted the PhD program. And let me just explain something to you guys as I take this banner down and we head to the end of this session. You don't have to be ladies, you can come back in. You don't have to be a technical genius to do digital marketing, especially if you in this course. You don't have to be what I call a blue check person. You don't have to have an influencer account where you have 20,000 followers or so. This is where you earn and learn, and you learn how to use automation, like Ms. Pompo said earlier, to reach the masses, okay? Some of the things that separate digital marketing from network marketing, we won't have time to go into it, but one thing that's very different is that as you're building your network marketing business, this is another stream of income where you can make 100% profit. Because if I sell a legacy builder for $900, that very same day, I receive $900 in my account. And the only thing they pay is a $29 one-time fee to purchase their automation, and then you purchase your domain and email, and there are no monthly recurring fees. So you don't have to worry about, I'm adding on something else, another auto ship. No, none of that. That doesn't occur here. So you are literally adding on skill sets so that you can take your network marketing business or any business, your real estate business, your hair salon, your massage parlor, whatever you do, you will be able to use it. With these new platforms, which are not new, but these platforms have taken over the world. You got Instagram, you got LinkedIn, you got TikTok, you got YouTube, which, by the way, is the second most. Hello, YouTube, by the way, if you're looking at YouTube, it's the second most visited search engine after Google, and people are getting paid. So I want to keep this. I know some people are really using their lunch hour, and I don't want to belabor this. But I want you to get a pencil and a pad now, because I'm going to give you some information. It's very, if I just married you, girl. If Miss Cynthia Craig invited you to this meeting today, her website is www.digitalcapitalcatalyst, because
we lost our host.
We lost Dory. Can you hear me okay, Cynthia?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can. I'm not sure what happened to Dory, but I'm sure she'll be back.
She'll be back.
You can give them your website?
It's actually scrolling. Digital Capital Catalyst. Our hostess takes care of everything. She'll be back with us. We're still live, so something's still working. So Digital Capital Catalyst is mine, and I'll turn it over to you, CEO of the world, as I call you.
I am going to switch gears really quickly. I think did you look it up? Is it Get Digital with V?
I
on
did
both.
not, but I remember that's exactly what it is,
I
and
will
I'll check it right.
specifically look it up in a few minutes. But in this
I'll
last
do it
couple
right
of
here.
minutes, I want to share with everyone until Dory gets back. I see that she's about to re-enter the room.
Mhm.
Um, Digital marketing is the wave of the future. I love how she compared it to mobile phones and all the things we do today that we didn't do 10 years ago, 15 years ago. The world is changing. Digital marketing is the new TV. You know, we used to watch TV and we used to look at the ads and we would remember the commercials. Now it's digital marketing. So that's why we are excited about it. But let me tell you about what it is that we're doing, that digital marketing is incorporating into what we do right now. And what I say may make you angry. And if it does, that's my motive. You know, there are so many sick people in the world today. And when I say sick, I'm talking about chronic diseases. And they're renaming one as we speak. Every day they're naming a new disease, from diabetes to lung disease to kidney disease to sleeplessness to anxiety and depression. I could go on and on. If I didn't name yours, you know what you're feeling. You know the joint pain. Now, here's the sad part. With all the technological advances in the world today, sickness is getting worse.
Mhm.
It's not getting better. You would think that they would be spending all their energy to solve it, but you know, there's a reason they're not. And the message is not one that people like to hear. Big Pharma is $1.6 trillion annually. Now you can look this up. I used to say 800 billion. It's now $1.6 trillion annually. So how does that connect to illness? Well, the only way people make 1.6 trillion is if you stay sick. I want you to marinate on that. It is more profitable to have you have diabetes than to do something to alleviate it. That is the reality. So the message we share is that the human body, and this is scientific, well validated, you can't argue with it, it's not experimental, it's not even subject to your opinion. There is a part of our bodies called the microbiome, and it is the center of good health in your body. In fact, if you take care of the microbiome, it takes care of you. And we are part of a company that is the whole platform. How do we get, welcome back, Dory? I'm just telling them very quickly a little bit about what we do on the microbiome. How do we
Oh,
get
fu-
the
oh,
microbiome working efficiently? You are more bacterial than you are human. And you got gut bugs running all over your body. You don't like to think of it that way, but there are bugs that make you live. You want more good gut bugs than bad ones. And that's what we do. We help you get your microbiome in ideal shape so that it can help you enjoy health. That's it in a nutshell. I mean, I could talk about it for hours and hours on end. But if you're listening, in addition to the digital marketing, because when you hear about the gut microbiome, you are going to want to tell it to everyone you know. And you're not going to have the ability just to pick up the phone and share it. You're going to have to use digital marketing. It matters. Health matters. Take some of that $1.6 trillion that Big Pharma is getting, put it toward your digital marketing, learn what you need to know, and help somebody you love change their lives. So, Dory, back to you.
okay, guys. So I didn't put my phone on do not disturb. And somebody rang my phone, and I'm over here. I hope y'all didn't hear me say that crazy cuss word. Did y'all hear me?
We did not.
Okay, thank you, Lord. See, God is good. Here's the deal. Whatever Miss Pomfeld said, I didn't hear any of it, and I can say I second that emotion. Okay, I second it. I see you. I see you. Texting me, Cynthia. I love this team because when one falls down, the other one knows to pick it right up. So we're gonna go ahead and close this out again. Mrs. Pomfield's. Did you give them your banner?
That's what I messaged.
Okay, it's getdigitalwithv.com.
Grow.
Grow digital with v.com. So we'll
Yep.
take that up. Just write that down. Grow digital with v.com. Miss Cynthia Craig is
And
www.
that's VEE. It's not just V, the initial, it's Grow Digital with VEE. That's just short. My nieces and nephews call me VV. So that's what it is. Grow digital with
TTBB,
V.
right. Now,
That's
I
right.
see many of my digital sisters on the line. If you have been invited, for example, by Kimberly Rogers or Miss Kim Possible, Friends, the Millionaire Me Mom, Coach Lakeisha, Elaine. I'm sorry, I started calling out names. If you are there, ladies, put your website in. Make sure you get back to the person. It's important who invited you to the line. I see Lakeisha. I see Kim Possible French. I see Elaine. Let me get Elaine's last name. I forget Elaine's last name. Please forgive me. But if Elaine invited you, who else I see out there? The message is it's very important that you get back to the person who invited you to the line. Okay. So with that, are there any last words, ladies? I just want to tell you that I appreciate you oh so much. I can't begin to tell you how much I love you, how much I've missed you. Everything I said in 2015, I didn't mean it.
I appreciate the honesty.
I was just playing.
I have to say something.
Elaine Green. There you go. Elaine, incomeonlinemastery.com. I know Coach Lakeisha's Get Paid Daily with Coach.com. I know Kim's is Get Paid with Kim. Am I right? Tell me, Kim, if I'm right. Paid Daily with Kim.com. So get back to the person who invited you. Mm-hmm. I know they're streaming this on their page. We're about to get out of here because I know y'all got to go back to work. And we are so super excited about the future. Miss Craig, what you got to say?
I have to say thank you. I'm excited beyond words. I appreciate you beyond words. I'm excited to be here with both of you, as well as the entire community and all of the people that we're going to help be able to marry these two and simplify being able to build real business from home, from Wi-Fi, from everywhere. Anyone can do this, and it's a simple blueprint. And I'm excited to be here, and I can't thank you enough for just being privileged to be a part of this. And this is just the beginning.
We love you. We love you. And of course, if yours truly invited you, I am Dory. I am a girl on purpose. Well, no, Dory on purpose, a girl named Chosen. My website is getpaiddailywithdory.com. I'm going to ask you to please also go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Kimberly Rogers, I want to make sure we get health and wealth with Kim.com. If she invited you, I'm telling you, everybody's jumping on board. Don't be the last one to get on the train because the train's about to take off and you don't want to get left behind, right?
Love it.
All right, ladies, so y'all look beautiful.
Hey, Dory, I just want to conclude with this. When I started in this industry, there was a saying that they used to say. They used to say, some people make things happen. Some people watch things happen. And then there are those who wake up one day and say, oh my goodness, what happened? You have to ask yourself, where are you going to be in this digital age? Are you going to wake up one day and say, oh my goodness, what happened? Or you can ride the train, you can learn the skill, you can be part of it, and you can have a ton of fun. If you're not having fun, you need to join Dory, Cynthia, and me, because we just have fun just doing us. So I'm telling you, life can be good, life can be fun, whatever challenges you have, your health, there are ways to solve problems. So let's do it together.
Let's do it. Good night, ladies. Like Keisha said, catch the wave. That's a good way to end it.
That's it.
We will see you. Maybe we'll come back and do a microbiome presentation. How about that?
Oh, not maybe. We will.
We will. The CEO
boss has spoken.
The CEO has spoken. And on that note, y'all have a good afternoon, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.